For many people, keeping track of your credit seems like a daunting thing, and many people don't understand how someone's credit is tracked and scored.
Here to break down our credit score and how we can keep those numbers going in the right direction, we welcome Rondi Lambeth. Welcome to the show. Great to have you.
Thank you.
Okay, so if people are not familiar with what a credit score is, tell us what that is.
Your credit score is the algorithm that FICO creates to predict the future over the next 24 months on whether or not you're going to pay your bills on time.
Okay.
So how is it determined?
You know, it's many different things. It was created by a mathematician and engineer in 1956. They're extremely accurate, and there's over 4,000 different scorecards when predicting the score.
Yeah, so this is when your past can haunt you.
Yes,
Yes.
for sure. Yeah.
Okay, so different scores with different reporting companies and agencies,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay, all right.
And why does it matter?
You know, it matters so much. According to Money Magazine, the average American with less than a 680 credit score will lose $300 every single month. And if you're making minimum wage, like a lot of people here in Virginia do at $7 and I think it's 25 cents an hour, that could be a week's worth of work. So essentially, it's like you tearing that money up. Come on, tear it up. Doesn't that hurt? But essentially that's what's happened. So you lose it in either higher interest rates, higher car insurance rates, and loss of opportunities because 70% of all employers now check credit prior to offering you a job.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Whoa.
Wow, that's interesting.
Okay, so you have a few tips for us to improve our credit. Okay, let's go through them. Number one, never use a debit card.
Never use a debit card. Okay. When you use a debit card, you're giving access to the world to your checking account. And because 67% of Americans are paycheck to paycheck, can you go 2 weeks without your paycheck? Because it takes up to 4 months to get your money back if there's ever fraud.
Okay. And then your next one is have 3 credit cards open at all times?
3 credit cards
seems
open
so scary.
all the time. When I was in the green room, I was explaining this to a young lady, and she's like, I don't have any credit cards. I'm afraid of debt. Well, just pay them off in full every month.
Right.
FICO needs 3 credit cards to give you great credit.
All right, and then your next one is interesting because it says keep 2 cards in your wallet.
Never do this. A lot of people will do this. And if you lose your wallet, you got to call and cancel every card, which takes countless hours. Plus, they're going to close it, report it to the credit bureaus that's lost or stolen, which then lowers your credit score by as much as 75 points.
Oh,
75?
75 points.
Whoa, okay.
Yes.
That's not good at
Interesting.
all.
No.
Okay, you say never go 10% over your credit limit?
Yeah,
Okay.
10%'s pretty hard for people. Last night I had dinner at a wonderful steakhouse in town, and they even had 18, 20, and 22% tip because people are bad with math. So get a calculator, take 10% of your credit limits, and don't go over it. If you do because you want the points, like many of us do, then pay it off early every single month, and then you'll be okay.
Yeah, okay, that's key. All right, and then never close a credit card.
58% of households here in Virginia don't pay off their credit cards every month, which means they're essentially financing their Starbucks, their Taco Bell for the next 20 years. And it's billions of dollars of interest that they shouldn't be paying. So instead of closing it, which will lower your credit score by 75 points, instead what you want to do is go to the grocery store and get you some hamburger.
Okay.
And what you want to do with this hamburger is you want to take the credit cards, put it in the hamburger, and make yourself a credit card meatball.
Oh my God.
And by doing this, it's going to keep the high credit scores. If there's ever an emergency, you can always thaw it out, which is going to take several hours.
Yeah.
You can't microwave it. It's going to prevent you from making the spur of the moment purchase and potentially save your credit score.
Okay, you go wash your hands. Where can people go for more info?
They can get more information at rondilambeth.com. In fact, my new book, Credit Hacks, has dozens of hacks to increase your credit score. I'm going to give it away for free. The promo code is Virginia. So if you go to rondilambeth.com, click on books, Credit Hacks, Virginia is the promo code. I'll send it to you for free.
Love
There
it.
you go.